Hello, hello. So, as I'm standing here waiting for the train to go see some artwork here, I, came to Milan to do some. It's more of an inspiration trip, but also to see Italian design. They had Design Week this week, and I saw some really great stuff, which I'll share at some point. But one of the big things that came up, and really came up this morning when I woke up, was in regards to transformation and life changes. Um, I am going through, and I've said this before, a period where I am coming out of one iteration and going into a new one. And I'm not for sure exactly what that new one is, but I also have been like, I've lived a lot of life. I know that that wasn't for naught. Um, and so I'm curious to see what it is going to inform about what I'm becoming and who I'm becoming. I'm excited about it. It doesn't feel great most days, I have to say, because I feel like I'm in a perpetual state of change that I have no control over. But I'm really working to surrender and try to go along, be in alignment with the things that are for me. And that's not easy, being a person who, has really kind of been able to flow and make things twist and turn as time has gone on. But it also is exciting for me in a way, because it's like I know that something larger is in control. And every iteration that I've had, every iteration of my life has been better than the last. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this one is. But I guess my word is, we all go through transformation, and I think that we should be aware of that. It's not, as lonely as it feels, and it's just because you don't have a lot to share, but you're trying to, like in my case, I'm trying to share just because I'm hoping that there's somebody else out there that's going through it. They feel supported or seen or whatever it is. Maybe I, also share because I feel like it's something that people don't do often, is talk about, the ups and downs of, especially as a creative. I feel like we're always, behind this veil of, and, people see the highlights, but they don't see that there are different parts of a creative life that are difficult. And part of that is to inform the art too, is to give you life lived, because without life lived, what do you have to talk about? So, talk about, contribute, make, whatever it is. In my case, all three. But, I guess, my note today was something that I saw with Mel Robbins, and she was talking about how when she was going through a period of transformation, she was like, I know that I didn't work this hard and live this long for it not to come out to mean something even greater. And that's something that I've thought from the beginning of this process for me. And also that you're not going to necessarily have the same people at the end that you did at the beginning. And I think, if you've lived any life, that, people change, situation changes, locations change, it's all part of the process. So just remember that transformation is as lonely as it seems. We all go through it. And know that whatever it is leading you to the next great thing. And when you feel alone, sometimes you need that alone time to be able to ponder and dig deep and learn more about yourself. And in this process, one thing that I'll say is that I have learned a lot about myself, about things that I want to work on, things that I need to give myself more credit for, things that I've done that I should take a second to be super proud of. And when you're moving through life, you don't think about those things. You don't stop to say, oh, okay, I need to appreciate that I was able to do this, or that I've done these things, or that I've gone through this situation, or whatever it is. So I would say, give yourself a second to appreciate, be grateful, and keep your eye towards the things that are happening that are positive. I think that it is, you know, a part of the transformation, a part of what we are growing to share and help others grow too. So my train is here. I will share soon. Talk to you later.